the clearly filtered water pitcher. Also, for those of you on the go, we have the Athlete Edition filtered water bottle and the RAD Eliminator Pro filtered sports bottle that removes radiation. And keep in mind, we have replacement filters for all of these products. The ever-popular grab-and-go bag favorite, the Life Straw, the Crystal Quest shower filter system, and the Aquapod kit, great for mass storage of water. And while you're at the InfoWars shop, pick up a copy of our latest book, 31 Days to Survival. You can find all this and more at the InfoWarsStore.com. And don't forget, it's your support that funds our operation. Sign up for our free newsletter at InfoWars.com/newsletter.
We have now posted in the tile section at the top of Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com 21 goals of the Illuminati and the Committee of 300. And under it, the last interview I think I did 3-4 years ago with John Coleman, who was in British intelligence. And the last time I tried to get him on, he was ill and having to have surgery. I believe I'm going from memory, and so that's why we hadn't had him back on. I thought he was riding off into the sunset, but we should try to get him back on the show. Amazing information. Professor Griff was bringing that up today. I'm glad he did. It's very important. I want to take some final phone calls from Selena, David, Will, Mark, and Robert. Please have your question ready. But Professor Griff, you've got some more knowledge. Professor Griff, one of the founders of Public Enemy, being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, what is it, next month, joins us now. Professor Griff, again, here into the second hour of the interview with you, ahead of Dr. Pachinik joining us with new Bin Laden hoax information here in about 30 minutes. Break down that other information.
Well, I was trying to explain to people through my book, The Acapella Revolution. I wrote a song entitled Elvis Killed Kennedy. And in the song, I kind of tell a story on how it goes into these false stories that the media puts out. And then tracking these stories down and finding out the truth. And by the time this happens, you've wasted valuable time. So what I did in the book is I put the resources to let people know how we can kind of cut through the chase. I talked about the IMF enslavement of Black Africa. I talked about the United States prison population hits an all-time high. I'm talking about the same people that run and control the execs that put on high in the music industry also invest and have stock in private prisons. I talk about the prison industrial complex. I talk about fluoride, and we talk about HAARP, and we talk about different things in this particular chapter dealing with Elvis Killed Kennedy. This is one of the methods, I think a few callers ago asked this question. This is one of the methods that we use to awaken the masses of the people. What better way to do it than to educate them through entertainment, as KRS once did, who coined the phrase edutainment. This is one of the ways that we use to kind of wake up the masses of the people. It has to be put in a book form. It has to be put in an audio book. It has to be taught in universities, on and offline. This has to be the conversation at Starbucks or the average coffee shop. This has to be the conversation, these particular subjects that we bring up, not only on the Alex Jones show, but on other shows.
Very well said. Professor Griff is our guest. Let's take some calls. Selena in California. You're on the air with Professor Griff. Go ahead.
Hi, Professor Griff. My question was, I wanted to get your take on the Koch brothers, actually. How they pretty much fund America's for prosperity, and how they're trying to destroy Social Security and segregate the schools, and pretty much they fund Obama, and I just wanted to get your take on them.
Anything that I could possibly say right now would be too premature.
Sherman, here's the deal. It's a meme that anybody that's pro-gun is a right-wing extremist racist funded by the Koch brothers. And the truth is they're a small Illuminati family spinoff, newer money, who one mafia group's about to basically push off the map. They've tried to take over conservatism as their own engine. And they're just a smaller mafia family, but we're actually doing a study on them because the entire fake left obsesses on them, and that's their conspiracy that they run the whole world. And so I mean, it's true. David Knight was talking about being up in the Carolinas, living there, one of our reporters, and that all the major conservative groups he'd go to, meetings and stuff, it was like Koch brother people there, basically trying to take it over. So I've got him doing some research on that. I've been doing some research as well. So certainly they're involved in American conservatism. The original dad was part of the John Birch Society that, as far as I can tell, told a lot of the true stuff about the New World Order and, got proven right. So for whatever reason, the Illuminati wants to shut them down. Doesn't mean they're good overall, but they don't want to give up their refineries and coal. Okay, so you've actually got the globalists want to shut off our energy to control us. That's why they block real alternative energy that Professor Griff was talking about. Professor Griff?
Yes, I would like to put my email address out there for me, because a lot of times when we are traveling, we don't have access. I mean, the internet is a beautiful thing, but a lot of times you need to touch and have communication with people. You need to talk to people face to face. When that question came up, I have a bomb of information, but I don't want to speak, too prematurely. So my email address is professorgriff@gmail.com. That's Professor Griff, PE, like public enemy, @gmail.com. And my phone number is 678-557-2919. I would definitely love to have people send me this particular information. You know what I noticed? When I'm in communication with the people that I speak with from outside of the United States, the information is vastly different. And it takes sometimes longer to cross-reference, because a lot of times you don't want to get on the Alex Jones show just to sound intelligent and important, and your information's incorrect.
No, you're kicking butt, and we're having a dialogue, getting people thinking. That's half the battle. And I think it's important. I think by people saying I work for the Koch brothers and stuff, and almost creating like a schizophrenia out there, I think it's good, because then that makes me go research and realize there's a mafia battle going on. It's like, I'm not for Assad, but they're trying to knock him off. He didn't do anything. That's evil in Syria. Don't take him out. Just like I'm against starting a war with Russia. Doesn't mean I endorse Putin. Right. And it's the same thing. Why are they trying to shut down the Koch brothers? Why are they trying to eradicate them? And it just shows these. Why did Boris Berezovsky just get killed? I mean, clearly murdered the Russian oligarch. Because these globalists, one thing they do at the highest levels, they do occasionally knock each other off, and I think that's what's holding them back. In fact, Brzezinski's talked about that they've got to have unity, and thank God they don't have perfect unity. That's one thing holding them up. Let's talk to Mark in Oregon. Mark, you're on the air with Professor Griff. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark. You're on the air with Professor Griff. Okay, Mark is gone. Let's talk to Robert in California. You're on the air with Professor Griff.
Yes. How are you guys doing? My question for Professor Griff is mind control and how the New